Okay, we're live. Hi, this is the Becky Beach Show. I'm Becky Beach, and today's guest is Jill Hart, the creator of Pen with Confidence. Well, could you let us know more about you, Jill?
Hi, thanks so much for having me on today, Becky. I've been a Pinterest VA for a couple years now, and I work mainly with Etsy sellers and have found that they struggle in three main areas. They don't know how to set up their Pinterest account, they spend a lot of time and money trying to figure it out, and then they resort to tools that aren't really designed for Etsy sellers.
Oh, yeah.
So So that's why I put Pen with Confidence together, to help Etsy sellers and really anybody who's selling in the e-commerce area online to get sales from Pinterest.
Oh,
So,
yeah. There's so many people having trouble right now with Pinterest.
um, so you want me to tell you a little bit about what's included in the program?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, so basically, we start at the very beginning and we go step by step. I'll teach you how to set up your Pinterest business account and to claim your Etsy shop. And if you have a domain, we talk about that too. Then we're going to teach you how to make your profile cohesive so it looks like your Pinterest store from your Etsy shop instead of just, this random Pinterest account, and then they get to your Etsy shop and they're like, whoa, what am I doing here? And then we're going to teach you how to find trending keywords. Keywords are really important on Pinterest right now, and how to use them. And we've got a free tool that anybody can download and use with Google, but we'll also teach you how to use Google itself and Pinterest itself to find keywords. And Becky just had this thing today that she came across. It's a keyword finder for pins.
Oh,
That
yeah. Pen
I
Inspector. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited to start checking that out, see how that works, because that might be something that we plug along with this, because everybody is needing keywords. The next thing we go over is how to build boards, how to set them up, and what to pin on them when you're setting them up, how to set up the descriptions so they're keyworded properly. And then we're going to talk about pinning, 'cause all this just to get to the pinning part. We're going to create pins, the 7 ways that Pinterest wants you to create pins. We'll discuss how to tag, and hashtags are not a thing anymore. I know people keep trying to tell you to put hashtags all over the place, but really Pinterest does not like hashtags.
Mm-mm.
So that's just a no. Don't do
Yeah,
that. We'll
hashtag
talk
no.
hashtag no. Exactly. So we'll cover titles and descriptions, keywords again, and templates, how to get free templates, and how to change them up and make them your own, kind of brand them. And then finally, we'll cover our Pinterest strategy, how and when to pin, and using tools. I covered Tailwind ever so slightly, but really Tailwind is not the place for people who are selling on Etsy
No.
or Shopify, unless you have a blog. If you have a blog, then Tailwind is okay, but otherwise, it's really just better to pin on Pinterest. Pinterest wants you on there. They love their people. They just want to see your faces. And then we'll go over the 15-minute strategy that will have you pinning like 15 minutes a day instead of hours and hours that you would sit in front of Tailwind and try to figure that out, because that's just, nobody's got time for that. You need to be outside playing with your kids or hiding in the house.
Yeah, yeah.
So we've got a few bonuses that we're going to throw in too. I set up some worksheets, and these are the worksheets that I use when I'm setting up new clients. They'll help you understand who your customers are, and this will actually help you with your Etsy shop too. The keywords will help you figure out tags on Etsy. So it kind of all works together. And then a tracking worksheet if you're the kind of person that likes to track what you're doing and see where all your pins are and your images and stuff. So it's all in one spot. You don't have to do that, but it's there, and it's what I do. I'll also have a Facebook group that if you have any questions whatsoever, you can just pop in there, and I'm around almost all the time because I live on the internet. I think
That's
most of
great.
us.
So a Facebook group too with the course, like that's invaluable. Gosh, yeah, you get so much help, when you're talking in a Facebook group, definitely.
And you can team up with other people that are in your niche. And well, it may seem kind of counterintuitive, if you work with people that are in your niche, like if you're making quilts, if you get together with other people that are making quilts and you all pin to a group board, that's what the
Yeah.
group boards were really designed for. And
Uh-huh.
then you're giving the other Pinterest users a broad variety of things to choose from, because what you make may not be exactly what this person is looking for, but you've still got them in your little pool. You're just sharing the love.
Oh,
So
great. That's awesome. We do have some quilt makers watching. Like, what all do y'all make? Like, do you post in the chat, if you make other things other than printables? Like, if there anything interesting anybody watching makes, like, then let us know and we can see your comments.
yeah, I'm do you want to go ahead and have me show you how to tag your pins while we're waiting for the questions to come through?
Oh, certainly. Let me go in and share my screen here.
Okay.
So let me go to my Pinterest.
Do you pin directly from your Shopify shop, your listings, to
Oh
Pinterest?
no, I'm a Pinterest verified merchant. That's what this blue check means. And
Oh, that's right. So you're like totally set. Okay, this is going to work great.
yeah, Pinterest actually sends like traffic, my pins to other people, So I even I get these emails saying how much money I make from Pinterest, every week, so that's good. So I go to one of my blog pins, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, it's like really freezing. Where is this?
Are you sharing your screen?
Oh, am I sharing my screen? Does everybody see it? Like, yeah, it is. It does say that my screen's being shared. Yeah. So let me go
I'm going
here.
to click on the Pinterest image, then maybe that's what.
Yeah, this is my new pins. And so I'm gonna go get. You said to get like a link for my store.
No, you just want to click on one of those pins. I can't see your screen.
Oh, you can't.
I know it says it's sharing, but are you maybe not in the right tab on your browser? Are you
Yeah.
still in the?
Let me see. Okay, I'm not sure how to make it so you could see what I'm doing.
How about if I just squish this over here and go over here and go to Facebook?
Oh yeah, but then it's kind of delayed. Like it doesn't show you exactly what's happening as it's happening. Like I just looked myself to make sure we were live.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of know what you're talking about. How can you see now the screen?
I can see it now. Yeah, I can totally see it.
Okay, excellent. Now okay, so let me go get um.
See over there on the right-hand side where it says tag products?
Oh yeah, yes. Let me get back here. Yeah, tag products.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I got these products here. I got this spreadsheet. I think will do well for this post because it's on like saving money and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
grab that link, and then
You can grab up to 24.
okay. Okay, then I could just look for other budgeting products I might have. That way, when someone
Yep.
goes to that pin that wants to know about saving money, then they could see some products that might be of their interest.
Yep. And you see that little star up there that's empty?
Oh, there's a star. But this one quick.
Well, when you get back to it, I've kind of lost where you are.
Okay. Oh, you see like a star.
What tag all your products, and then
Okay,
you're
I
going to
just
click
got two.
done.
I'll just put two of them.
You can go back in later and add more.
Okay, then do the star. What's the star do? Oh, just a minute. I gotta let my dog out.
Okay. The star will just it just makes it an important pin in your eyes anyway. I don't know that it does a whole lot more than that, but
What does it do again?
it just marks it as an important pin.
Oh, so you can make your. I didn't know that. So you can mark your own pins as important. Is it just for you or other people too?
I think other people see it too. And I know that you can leave comments on your own pins, and you can ask questions, so you can inspire people to interact with your pins, which will get more sharing happening, because people will respond and their friends will see their response. And so you can comment on your own pins, and you can comment on other people's pins.
Oh, I didn't know that. So you can actually start a conversation on your own pin. So that way the people will start, talking to you too, and will that increase your pin engagement? It will. I'm like, that's a great strategy. So that way the people will start, talking to you too, and will that increase your pin engagement? It will. I'm like, that's a great strategy. Oh no, I wonder what's happening.
I think it's me here.
Okay, I was like, what is going on?
Sorry. My computer just decided that we could watch the Pinterest.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Yeah, those are just little tricks that you can do with Pinterest to kind of get more engagement with your pins while you're on the platform.
Okay.
So, do we have questions?
Now let's go back and we look at the okay, we say that someone says I can see your screen now. I can't because you popped out. Now I can't because you popped out. Okay, we just got someone saying they can see our screen. What other tricks do you know about Pinterest that we could look at?
Mostly there's sharing, tagging. Tagging is really huge, and going and looking at other people's boards and along your same niche, and following people that are in your niche.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'll sometimes put in keywords and go find boards and just look around the boards and see what's happening. And if I get interested in one of the pins, I'll leave comments on it and try to engage people that way. And then they'll sometimes come back and look at your stuff.
Let's take a look at your Pinterest. What was it called? It was your Pinterest. Look at it.
Hart Nana.
Hart Nana.
It's Hart_Nana is the.
Oh, there you are. Oh, so you have like a homesteading. You're in the homesteading niche.
Yeah, I had goats and chickens and ducks and stuff.
Yeah.
I make goat smoke soap.
So you make soap as well? Is that what you do too?
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful. I want to buy some from you. I love handmade soap. Like I get it from the Renaissance Festival, but it's been closed. It just hang out my dog out. Like got back in.
Yes, you can tag without being a verified merchant. If you're an Etsy shop seller, there's two ways around it. You can either not put the URL in with the pin when you're pinning on Pinterest, and that will allow you to still be able to add tags. But if you put an Etsy shop URL in there, the ability to tag goes away. When you go back into the pin, you will see the product tag option, which I think means pretty soon you're going to be able to tag pins even with an Etsy shop URL in there. But for right now, even though they'll let you practice doing it, I haven't seen that the tags actually stick, which is kind of weird.
Oh yeah, see these bags. Did you make these bags?
Those are all print on demand.
Yes, we do. We have lots of people that do print on demand in the audience. Like at least in my PLR Beach audience, there's people that buy graphics for print on demand. But I've never done it myself, so I don't really know much about it. And there's clocks too. Wow, you can do clocks like print on demand clocks.
hmm
That's it, Matt. I never thought of
Some
that.
of those, some of those clock listings, those are right from my Etsy shop. I pin them right to Pinterest, and I'm not sure which one you're looking at, but some of them have all of the images that are on the Etsy listing will just pop up on the Pinterest listing. You can't verify an Etsy shop. You can't be a verified merchant as an Etsy shop. However, I believe that Etsy is a verified partner, the company itself, um, because they do a lot of advertising on Pinterest. Etsy does.
Oh yeah, yes they do. Yeah, I'm surprised you can't be a verified merchant if you're an Etsy seller, but you can if you're a Shopify seller. Huh?
Shopify is a platform. It's different than Etsy. It's you own your own domain and you're in charge of all of the things you're doing with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Versus Etsy, you really aren't. You can't even download a catalog from an Etsy shop. I've tried every way from Sunday to get my Etsy shop verified, but you can get a pattern store through Etsy. And what you do is you every time you list something on Etsy, it goes on your pattern blog, and the pattern blog has an option. The pattern site has a way that you can blog, and it also becomes you can put links there and then have it the tags go back to your Etsy shop. They can go to your pattern site too, but
Now, what
you
is
can
this pattern site? Is it called pattern something? Like what is this pattern site?
you buy them through Etsy. Don't buy your domain through Etsy, and I do cover this in the course. You need to buy your domain through some other provider that allows you to change the records, the A records, because you're going to need to change the A records in order for or for Pinterest to verify the website. It sounds really technical, but it's really not that hard. And especially if you buy your domain at GoDaddy and then assign it to your pattern store. But the flow through as far as products going right on your pattern store is seamless. You just post the listing once and it shows up in both places.
Oh, well, like what's the website so you could make a pattern store if you might be interested in this?
You just do it through Etsy.
Oh,
You,
so Etsy does it for you to make so you can connect a domain to your store. Is that what you do?
mhm.
Okay, so we got a question though. It said, "Can you help me understand instead of using a URL from Shopify, you should be using a tag? Is that correct? I think you should use a URL from your Etsy store, right? Is that what you should be tagging?"
You can tag your products in your Shopify store. You can tag your products. You can tag other pins. Um, but what you really want to do is have shoppable pins underneath this main pin. That's kind of if you're not. I'm pretty sure, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. If you put a Shopify URL in there, you can because it's your domain, right? It's not going to say HTTPS Shopify dot.
No, it'll say shop.mombeach.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that you can do that and still tag your products. Um, and there's three ways that you can tag products. It might even be four. You can go to your product pins, which Pinterest will just bring up for you, and you can pick which ones are yours. And which is just like click on them. Or you can look at the all pins and you can go through, and there's usually more pins in that group. And then there's the URL, and so you can go to your wherever your store is and pick the URL from the listing. You can also do this with Amazon, but with the Amazon, you have to get your affiliate link, the little short link that is on the browser bar, that when you're trying to send somebody an affiliate link or put an affiliate link in a blog post or something, you know, the little short link versus the long one for Amazon. You take that and you put it in the URL section, and then you push the little arrow caret on the side, and then you pick the image that you want to post, and then you rinse and repeat. That's the third way you can do it. And then if you have a catalog attached, you can go through your catalog, which I think is what you just did.
Oh, really? That's like on so many different ways. Yeah, it's definitely leaning towards a shoppable platform, which is great for Etsy sellers and Shopify sellers or anybody else that's selling stuff. So we have something else. Say, if you have more than one Etsy shop, do you recommend having a separate Pinterest account for each one? Do you know anything about that?
Um, you can only have one Pinterest shop claimed per Pinterest account. But if your two Etsy shops are really similar, you might want to have a pattern on one Etsy shop so you can have that claimed, and then you'd have just your Etsy shop, your other Etsy shop claimed as your Etsy shop. Does that make sense?
Oh, yo, yeah. I'll have that. Like, let me know if it helped you in the comments. I can't see who said it. Just says Facebook user. So make sure to put your name. Like if you're trying to like give us a comment. Okay, and also that same person says also if my domain redirects to Etsy, am I still able to claim it? Is this something I need to ask my host to do?
Yes, you can. It's you have to change the A record in there somehow. I've done it before. It's often confusing and it doesn't really help. You're better off getting a pattern site. And yes, whoever said that you would never recommend using a pattern site because if Etsy closes your shop, you're going to lose that too. That is true. That is the downside to this. But if you're running your Etsy shop, you know, above board and you're not infringing on copyright things and you're doing all the things you should be doing, you'll be fine. You can get as elaborate as you want. I mean, if you want to open a Shopify shop and or a blog and just run it to WooCommerce through WooCommerce, you can do that too. It's just pattern is simple and easy, and I deal with people that are like not on the upper end of the scale as far as trying to understand how to make Etsy work for them with Pinterest. So I hope that answers that question.
Oh, okay. I said that they're coming across choppy, but you can watch the replay of this. So hopefully, if your internet's not working right now, you can like come back and when it does work well, and then come back and watch it again. Because this will be recorded in the Facebook group, and also we'll make a recording for YouTube as well. So let's see if we missed anything. Okay, yeah. So I would never recommend using pattern. Oh yeah, I think you addressed that.
Mm-hmm.
And can you help me understand instead of oh yeah, we addressed that already. Okay. Okay, can you tag without being a verified merchant? Yeah, yes, you can tag. You don't need to be a verified merchant to tag. You know, like anybody can do it.
You could just be an affiliate marketer from Amazon and have pins that talk about, you know, why somebody would want to buy vacuum cleaners, let's just say. So you have like the 12 best vacuums reviewed by Amazon buyers, and then you link or you tag the 12 best Amazon vacuums from Amazon on
Oh,
underneath that
interesting.
pin, and you don't have the pin. The pin does not go anywhere, but underneath the pin will be more shop this pin, or more like this pin, or more from this shop, and you can just they've got them all right there, and you've just told them these are the 12 top rated, best reviewed vacuums from Amazon.
Yeah, we got this other one. Is it okay to pin with Amazon links? Like I heard it's not. Is that correct, Jill, or is it?
I've never had any problem with it ever.
Yes. Some people
And
say it's not. Some people say it is.
the people that I've talked to have said, no, it's not a problem.
Oh, really? Did you actually speak to Amazon about it?
I didn't speak to Amazon about it. Amazon just doesn't like you quoting prices. They don't like you using their images unless it's going directly to their link. They, if you want to put, hashtag affiliate on the pin, you could do that, or this is an affiliate link. There's things you can do on there to disclose that it's an affiliate link if you feel inclined, but it's going to Amazon. It's not like don't use Amazon's images in your pin. You can only use the Amazon images for the link that goes directly to their site.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now that was Lisa. She says, can you use your Amazon affiliate link as a tag?
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. It's just the tags. Don't, it's not really worth your effort to just do a pin and an affiliate link on the pin. Just leave the URL for the pin blank. When you're creating a pin on Pinterest, you're going to upload it. You're going to have a title. You're going to pick the board that it goes to, and you're going to have a description, and you're going to have an alt tag. And
Yeah.
in those alt tags, I get lazy sometimes and just copy my description to the alt tag because I think they use that alt tag if you're sharing it on Tailwind. They pick up the description from the alt tag, not the description. And then there's a place for the URL. Leave that blank.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah, I've never. Everybody's always told me not to use Amazon affiliate links on Amazon. So I mean, not on Pinterest. So I was like, yeah, I must have changed it. Since. You know. So like then this
It's
one
been a thing
saying,
for a while now.
oh, it has. Like, they approved it now?
Apparently, I've seen it in several courses that I've taken that they're like, yeah, but you just have to do this, or other forums that I've been part of. It doesn't seem to be a problem.
So yeah, Lisa said, oh yeah, we got that already. And then like so it was more on Pinterest and it was not okay, but this was yeah, someone's just talking about that and the whole.
Yeah,
And she's saying the whole point of having a website in addition to an Etsy shop is not having all your eggs in one basket. While a pattern may be simpler, friendlier, you don't own your own site and are still governed by Etsy. Yeah, good point. Whoever said that. Like we just see, it might have
that
been.
is very true.
Yeah.
It's absolutely true. The only things that I think are beneficial to having a pattern site, and keeping in mind, not everybody is tech savvy enough to be able to make their own website. So if you have a pattern site, you can have a blog with it, which allows you to focus on more keywords, and you can make blog posts for whatever your keyword is, and then have your images, your product images, in the blog post to drive traffic, and you can pin that and your other images from your Etsy shop. But you're absolutely right. You're having all of your eggs in that one basket, and it is governed by Etsy.
Oh yeah, you want to be able to have multiple streams of income too. Like maybe have another store, like maybe like you ever heard of teachers pay teachers, Jill? Like I use that.
Yeah,
Like maybe have
yeah.
teachers pay teachers store too if you have some educational printables.
hmm And that's another place where if you want to tag your products, you have to leave the URL out.
Oh, you do, huh?
There's lots of different ways to make, platforms to sell your products. I mean, you could build it on Blogger, or You can build WordPress websites, aren't that difficult to build, but some of these things are way more expensive and require a level of expertise that many of the Etsy sellers that I deal with just they just don't have that. Their expertise is in something creative, and they just want to sell their creative thing. They don't want to go to all the trouble of building a website and getting hosting, and even Shopify. I'm amazed at people that have
Jabari,
Shopify.
quiet! Jabari, quiet! Yeah, sorry about that. I wish I could mute myself, but I can't mute myself on here if she starts doing that. So we say just joining. If Jill could provide a visual for how to pin Amazon links, that would be helpful. Also, wondering if this would also apply to other major retailers like Bed Bath & Beyond to apply the affiliate link to inside the pin. Yeah, I could demonstrate that if you'd like, Jill, if you want me to do it.
Yeah, if you would. I'm in Chrome, and all of my stuff is open in Firefox. And because I'm a Pinterest VA, I have Pinterest accounts open in different browsers. So it would become kind of convoluted.
Okay, so I'm going into Amazon Associates.
Do you have the associate little browser bar at the top of your regular Amazon account?
Oh, I don't know. What is that? I think so. Is it like an extension?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I don't have that. Like, that would probably be helpful. So I've just been going in here to get my links. So I'm going to look for, like, just Instapot, just something like top of my head. Get a link for that and try to, like, just put it
You
in.
need the short link.
Yeah. Okay, then let me go to one of my recipe posts. Yeah, so what you would do is you would find a related post about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe the save money on groceries one would be good. So I would go and where's the pin at here? The tag at? It's not appearing. Oh, it's tag products. Okay, and then I would click that, and then I could put the
Do the
Amazon
URL.
pin. Yeah, the pin here. I mean the URL, and click that. I mean press enter. Oh, it looks
And
like you're almost linked to a product page from your claimed domain, so I can't tag it with this link. It says your URL must be linked to a product page from your claimed domain. Is that something new that just happened? I remember I was able to put affiliate links in here and stuff. Because I was putting my affiliate link to Survey Junkie in here, and I was able to get it to show up, but now it's not letting me do it anymore.
could be because that pin is pinned to hold on, I'm trying to type and talk at the same time. Because that pin is attached to your claimed domain, so it just wants
Yeah, look.
links from your claimed domain.
Oh, right.
Because you're a verified merchant.
Oh, you think?
So,
is that why?
Yeah, I'm not a verified merchant.
Oh,
so
yeah. Maybe that's what it is. But if you weren't, but if I wasn't, then I could just click here and put any link I wanted, and like put enter, and then it would come up, and then click it, and then it looks like it's in review. Does that mean it has to validate? At least it's like it says it's in review, so it's not there live yet. Maybe that's just for a verified merchant. Then let me go into this other account I have that's not a verified merchant, and let's see what happens then. So let me go into my other account.
Use that.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the link. Let's see if we can put that in there. Oh, stop it. Okay, now let's I think it's a video pin. Let me look and tag it, and then yeah, it's still saying the same thing. This must be linked to a product page from your claim domain. That's odd for me. That's happen. So it doesn't happen for you.
I'm quickly trying to see if something changed.
Yeah, because Pinterest just changes all the time. Like there's always some
It's
change.
always
Yeah, all the time. Let me go to one that's not connected. That's connected to a Shopify store too. That's my new Shopify store.
Are we sure this is a really the short link?
Oh,
Also,
oh
'cause I
yeah.
can't see the,
Yeah, it is like a really short link.
it's like the amzn.to/
Oh yeah, yes. It's just yeah, just for some reason doesn't want to do it for me. But I think because both those accounts are connected to a Shopify store, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, that's totally it.
Okay, let's see what some more questions here. We got okay, so just join. Okay, yeah, she did that. So in Site Stripe, okay, Becky, is it called Site Stripe for Amazon? Okay, it's called Site Stripe. Okay, so I'll have to look at that after the call's over. You know, it looks pretty cool to like check it out because that would help me because I make lots of posts for my blog. And Lisa, okay, someone says, Lisa's saying this. She's saying, so if I'm interested in purchasing your course as a Shopify owner, the strategies will be helpful for me too. I don't have an Etsy store, Etsy shop, and I don't want one.
It's exactly the same. It's just pinning from your Shopify listings from the individual items and building pins and tagging the images or the pins that you've pinned from your specific listing items. Does that make sense?
Oh yes. Oh, we could probably end the call soon. My family's home and they're going to be making all kinds of noise. So any last questions for Jill before we end things? Like if you have more questions later, like Jill, are you able to like respond to anybody asking other stuff later?
Absolutely. I'll keep an eye on the group, and if you've got questions, shoot them on over. And like I said, there is an Etsy group or a Facebook group with the course, and I'm in there all the time answering questions. And well, if I don't know it, we'll figure it out. I have access to a lot of people that do know things that are above my pay grade. So.
Oh, excellent. And aren't you like a VA as well? So you actually help other Etsy sellers. So do you still do that service, or can someone contact you about that?
Yeah, I do still do that.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I'm sure we'll have some people interested. Okay, well, hope you all have a great night, and thanks so much, Jill, for joining us today. I hope to help more people check out your course. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.